Hi, I'm Haley.
I'm Dayla.
Nice to meet you. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that this is a safe and judgment-free zone, and whatever we want to talk about today is confidential. Before we begin, what would you like to focus on primarily today?
I've been feeling very overwhelmed trying to juggle a lot. I've got a full-time job. I'm also taking classes right now, and they're very hard. And, just trying to keep up with like my relationships with my friends and my family. It's just been a lot to kind of juggle, and so I just want to find ways to work through that.
Definitely, I understand that. So before we begin, have you tried any other options for yourself to try to help your situations and all your responsibilities you have going on?
I mean, I have like to-do lists and things like that, and like try to keep things organized, but I just don't think at the end of the day that changes how much I have to juggle at one time. I try to work on prioritizing myself a little bit more, but it's just kind of hard. I have a tendency to say yes to a lot of things, so
For sure.
yeah.
It sounds like you have a lot of different responsibilities going on. So I applaud you for coming in and trying to work on getting that a little bit under control a little bit more for you. So what are some ways you've noticed that this stress is kind of taking over your life a little bit?
I'm super exhausted all the time. I feel like I just want to sleep a lot, and I can't really. I mean, I get enough sleep at night, but just definitely feeling a little bit tired, not a lot of energy, a little bit less patience with people. Sometimes I notice I'm a little bit snappy or short-tempered.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you say that is that feeling and that all those emotions are taking over your life essentially?
I'd probably give it a 10 being the highest.
Yes.
Probably like a 7, I would say.
What are some ways you can think of that would maybe help you? You said you have some to-do lists and stuff. Is that helping you?
It does. It helps me at least stay organized with all of it. I just am trying to figure out how to get rid of the stress side of it, and that's been difficult.
For sure. So I think starting small with just those small goals, even that small time frame of the 15 minutes can really help be more confident and feeling like you can take on all this responsibilities and maybe just have a lot more balance between all your responsibilities and all your self-care. I think it would be very meaningful just to take just a small amount of time, and then over time maybe we can work up to like 30 minutes and then an hour, and then kind of just pick a whole day just to do absolutely nothing, and then do everything that you need to do to take care of yourself before you take care of everybody else and all your responsibilities. How do you think that sounds? How do you think that would make you feel?
I do think that sounds like a good starting point. Do you have any suggestions as to what I should do?
Yeah, I think your to-do lists are very good just so you can kind of lay out physically what you need to do and what responsibilities you need to have, at like even for that week or for those next 3 days. I would definitely keep doing that, and then maybe just try to do stuff that you enjoy, like that doesn't involve a lot of brain power or a lot of focus or a lot
for
of
those like 15 minutes.
Yeah, just so like, do you like reading? Do you like coloring? Do you like just sitting on the couch and just like listening to music or meditating or just something that you do enjoy that can kind of turn your brain off a little bit and help you focus on everything that isn't super urgent, super overwhelming and stressful.
Okay.
So, Dayla, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you say that your stress and responsibilities are kind of taking over your life a little bit? 10 being the worst.
I would say I would probably give it a 7 or an 8. I definitely, like I said, been very tired, low energy, and just not feeling very happy. And
Okay.
I'm fearful it may have an impact on some of my relationships and
Okay.
work ethic and things like that.
Would you say that this has been an issue in the past before? Like anything that comes to mind that you think could happen or represent itself?
Yeah, I do feel like I had an issue with that before a couple years ago. Again, just plate was a little too full, and I did feel like with it having a bad impact on my mental health, it did cause me to like have a little bit of like a drinking problem, which then impacted my physical health.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just don't want to get back to that place again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that shows a lot of insight and a lot of reflection off of you of knowing that, you know, if your plate does become too full, that this is what could happen. And that, you know, these bad habits can come back up and potentially make things worse instead of making things better. So
Right.
I give you a lot of admiration to
Thank you.
come in and seek a different outlet to try to
Yeah.
help you. So I think we need to try to start a little bit smaller, just so we can kind of take some stuff off your plate a little bit as we go. So do you think you have any good habits that could help you maybe take some time to have self-care? Do you have things that you enjoy that kind of take your mind off things?
Yeah, I like to do some crafts from time to time. Diamond art is a big
Mhm.
hobby of mine. Sometimes I like to color. I do like to read, but I also, that can take a lot of time because
Yeah.
once I get hooked on something, you know,
Mhm.
I'm sure you know how that goes. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like being outdoors. So if it's like a nice weather day, I could maybe spend some time outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe we could start off taking everything you just told me, just summarizing just that you know you are feeling very overwhelmed and that you are starting to feel like very unhappy and very stressed and you don't like it. You want something to change, you need something to change. And you know that in the past, when you felt like this, you turned into bad habits. And you know for yourself, you don't want that anymore. So I would definitely try to just start small. So I think we could set a goal of just a 15-minute time, maybe at night after work or in the morning before you go to work. Maybe just color a page or do a little section on your diamond art or just something that can take your mind off everything and kind of just do a mental reset a little bit. And that could definitely help just kind of take some stress off a little bit at a time with not feeling like you're not doing anything and like we're not going to take everything off the table because again that could have a bad effect as well.
Right.
So I think we should definitely try to start small and then do something that's just so simple but really can take a big impact at your mental health and improving your self-care.
And that was 15 minutes in the evening?
Whatever you prefer.
Okay.
If you prefer to do something in the morning, that's okay. If you want to do it at night when you are unwinding, about to go to bed, personally I would do it at night just so you know, can end it on that note for sure. But I would definitely just try to remember all of those things that you did for yourself and only for yourself and try to do more of those things, but still try to maintain, you know, all your responsibilities you have going on, but we're gonna try to work together to find a better balance for you.
Okay.
So going forward, do you think every week, every 2 weeks would be best for you to help us maintain these goals?
I think right now every other week would probably be good since I kind of have a little bit of a base going already. I think I'd like to try at least 2 weeks of the 15 minutes and just see what kind of difference that makes for me, and then we go from there.
For sure. So let's just go ahead and do all that. I love that you came in today looking for a different alternative to help you and to grow. And then we can try the 15 minutes, and then when we come back, we'll see how that went and how we can go moving forward.
Okay.
So thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask me?
I don't think so. I think we covered
All right,
it.
I will see you in 2 weeks.
All right, I'll see you in 2 weeks.